welcome to our adrenal class. This is an amazing class that you're going to be learning a ton of stuff today. It's just going to be a fun-filled hour. I hope that you really can become very present with Artemis and I today, because the information that Artemis is about to share with you is so vitally important. I don't want you to miss a single word because you're looking at your cell phone or something on your computer, or you're getting distracted. Tell your children to go in the other room and play with some blocks or whatever. And I invite you to be really present today. And I haven't stressed this too much in other webinars with Artemis and I before, but I am today because I really do feel that it's important that you be present and aware and stay in the now with us because the information is extremely important for you, your future, your health. And we'll be sharing some stories. We'll be going over some oils that are really going to benefit you. And let me just tell you, if you don't know who I am, my name is Nikki Jencen. I do a whole lot of things, but I am today hosting this amazing webinar with Artemis Jencen. I'm the host of Mega Wellness Summit. Most of you probably would know me by being the host of the summit. I also run a school for women called Women's Wellness Academy. I'm also a nutritionist, health coach. So if you're looking for a health coach to change your life and your weight, they go hand in hand. You should also let me know. I can help you. And I love to hear from you. I love to hear from you. So you can always email me, nikki@nikkijencen.com. It's an extremely simple email. But I want to introduce my friend Artemis. He has been a big saving grace for me in my life. And I say this with true compassion in my heart. When I first met Artemis, it was, I didn't understand Artemis. I didn't know, just coming from truth, I didn't understand like what he did. I was like, my friend Patrick Durkin, he does the structured water. He was on Mega Wellness Summit as well. He introduced me to Artemis and he was like, you gotta meet Artemis. He's the best thing since sliced bread. And I was like, okay. Well, it turns out Artemis really is the best thing since sliced bread. He has been my mentor and one of the biggest supporters in my life that I could literally cry today, right now, just by the sheer compassion that he has given me and to others. He really wants to create value in people's lives, and it really comes across in everything that he does. And this is probably our like 6th or 7th webinar. And every time we do a webinar, it just gets better and better. So, I'm so grateful and extremely honored to know Artemis. And he is an author, public speaker. He's a creator of Juicing for Fat Loss, Elevate Your Life, and Green Living with Essential Oils. He specializes in essential oils, women's health, family health care, conscious language, tapping techniques. I mean, the man knows everything. It's unbelievable. And he's like 38 years old. Advanced detoxification. And trust me, there's just so much more. So he's been studying health for over 15 years, training extensively with highly well-known doctors, including Dr. Gabriel Cousens at the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center. He has created advanced detoxification and emotional release techniques to heal and uplift truly thousands of people's lives, not only through webinars such as this and telesummits and summits and live shows and live events, but he has a fantastic YouTube channel that you should also check out. We'll talk about that later. So he's just one heck of an extraordinary man. And I'm so grateful to know you, Artemis, and welcome. Hello, how are you?
Wow, that was a beautiful introduction. I am so honored to be here, and we have some amazing, life-changing content. Like, I know that sounds a little bit hyped up, but our world is moving so fast. Technology is moving so fast that it's starting to burn people out. And the information we can teach today can help to recharge, to nourish, to renew your body, to renew the mind, to help you become more adaptable to your world and really slow down so that you can speed up. Like, slow down the mind and the body so you can speed up your health. And that's really what this webinar is about. And this is a topic near and dear to me because I've burned out a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually had to do this myself. Like Napoleon Hill says, we teach best what we endeavor to learn. So everyone who's watching and listening, I've burned out and I've rebuilt and replenished my own adrenals. And so I'm really speaking from a lot of life experience when it comes to adrenal fatigue.
Well, and as have I, and I've done it twice now. You would think that I would learn the first time. And the first time, it was last year, and it was after Mega Wellness Summit. And I can tell you that the burnout was so significant that I literally couldn't do anything for 3 months. I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything but really lay in bed because everything was shut down. And I was like the 5 freeway in California that is so congested and busy. And then all of a sudden the freeway shuts down. You're like, what do you do with that? That's crazy. I rebuilt. I spent a lot of time and studying what was going on with me, and come to find out, I totally burnt out my adrenals. I talked to many different doctors about it and got on some supplements and was able to start the healing process. Well, guess what? It then took over again. And about 2 or 3 weeks prior to Mega Wellness Summit 2016, I unfortunately had a bout of, I had a bacterial infection in my gut. This is actually 1 week before, before Mega Wellness Summit. I mean, can you imagine? This is the biggest event of my life, and I have a bacterial infection, doubled over in pain, fibromyalgia pain, and I'm dealing with adrenal fatigue. So all of those hit me all at once. And between you and my friend, Dr. Hengesteg, got me through it. And so today I am talking to you today about adrenals, and this is personal for me right now. It's happening right now in my life.
Yeah, and it's happening in you. It's happening in you, and it's happening in really millions of people around the world. And so in today's webinar, and this is an online class. This is not just a webinar. This is a class to teach you what is adrenal fatigue, why is it happening, the anatomy and physiology of your body. Let's talk about your physical body. Let's learn about the glands. So we're going to do a little bit of A&P 101. We need to learn the body if we're going to heal the body. Then we're going to go into mastering the mind, using aromatherapy and integrative essential oil therapies. And then we're also going to do a whole daily flow exercise. So like, you're going to share how you start your day. I'm going to share how I start my day. We're going to give you the top essential oils, the top supplements, your best practices for your daily flow. And at the end of our online class, we're going to provide a special offer for the essential oil starter kit. Many of the oils we'll be teaching from the kit today. And so this is going to be presented to you towards the end of class. And this is how we get started with the oils, is through this premium starter kit.
Well, I like to share one thing that I'm very excited about right now is I just received something in the mail from Young Living, and this is so fun. I love getting things from Young Living. Actually, I just love getting Yes, from Young Living. But isn't it cool to get things in the mail?
It's like Christmas.
It is like Christmas. So I'm just now opening this, and I wanted to share with you what I got. All right. So I got a 15 milliliter of lavender. I got Magnify Your Purpose. Ooh, that's a cool blend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was out of the lavender, and I love lavender. I use it for everything. So I ran out of it pretty quickly. Ooh, more goodies. Abundance.
Hooray.
And Awaken. So 4 cool new oils for me.
Yeah, so I feel it's important for us to jump in and just give some value right now. So let's talk about
Go for it.
The top 4 essential oils for adrenal fatigue. And so there'll be AM oils and PM oils, and then we'll go into the what, the why, and how of adrenal fatigue. So my number 1 blend for adrenals is going to be Endoflex.
Endoflex, yeah.
Yeah, and Endoflex is a blend of sage, nutmeg, myrtle, geranium, and I'm missing one here. Oh, spearmint.
That's going to be my next order because I didn't realize that, Artemis.
So this is both an essential oil blend, and it's also a supplement. And as a supplement, it's known as Vitality Endoflex. So how do we use Endoflex for adrenal fatigue? We want to start our day rubbing it on the kidneys and the chakra points all the way up the body. And I call it like the 7 chakra full body balancing technique, where you just take the Endoflex, you rub it on the kidneys, you rub it on the chakra points, and then what the essential oils are doing is the small molecular size of Endoflex and the oils is coming in, and it's like tuning up your endocrine system, like tuning up your car's engine. It's just helping deliver life force, energy, and essential oil molecules to each of the glands. When you rub the oils over the kidneys, the prayer of the kidney is, I create life-giving partnerships and I feel fully supported. Your adrenal glands sit on top of your kidneys. Your kidneys are about partnership. And so a lot of people who have adrenal fatigue have challenges in partnership. They're caring too much. They're weakening their body through overcaring or stress in relationships. So when you're putting that Endoflex on in the morning, the prayer is, I create life-giving partnerships and I feel fully supported. Write that down for everyone watching. If you're listening, just take a mental note. And if you're driving, don't stop driving. Just keep driving. I create life-giving partnerships. I feel fully supported. You put that on the kidneys, and then you start applying the Endoflex all the way up the body. And then you take your hands and you breathe it in 6 to 9 deep, full-body breaths. And that starts to relax the brain and creates a cascade all the way down to the adrenals. My top single oil for the adrenal glands is going to be nutmeg. Now, nutmeg essential oil is much more concentrated and potent than the powder nutmeg because you're getting the pure essence steam distilled from the nutmeg. And nutmeg has been scientifically documented to stimulate both the pituitary gland and the adrenal glands, and it actually helps even improve human growth hormone. So when you're using nutmeg internally, you can put a drop of it in your Ningxia Red, and we'll talk about this in a sec. Or you can put a drop of nutmeg in your mango smoothies, your blueberry smoothies. You can put a drop in your hot cocoa at night. Take nutmeg internally, and it will support the adrenals. A good second, third, and fourth essential oil for adrenal health is going to be lime, lemon, and also citrus fresh. Go ahead, citrus fresh here. And lime, lemon, and citrus fresh, those are citrus oils. They improve the digestion of your fats and all of your micro and macronutrients. And why is improving digestion of fats important for adrenals? Because omega-3 fatty acids from hemp seeds, flax seeds, sprouted walnuts, sanchi ichi oil, these fats digest better with the citrus oils. And so you want to be bringing in the lemon, the lime, the citrus fresh into your elixirs, your smoothies, your tincture red. And that's going to help your body assimilate those omega-3 fatty acids, which then kickstarts the glands, because all your glands need DHA and omega-3 fatty acids to function at their peak optimal health. So number one blend is Indoflex. Number one single essential oil is nutmeg. And then, of course, all your citrus oils for improving digestion of fats. And if you just get those into your lifestyle design matrix, bring those oils in every day, it's going to help start increasing your adrenal health.
I have to just talk about my aha moment for just a second, because I have to bring this into reality for people. And this is something that I believe that everybody probably experiences. I know that I do. I experience this very deeply, especially right now in my life. So spiritually speaking, Artemis, is it that when we have weakened adrenals that we're lacking support in our life?
Yes, that's a very common element for adrenal fatigue. And it's not because the support's not there. It's because we're not willing to receive it.
Interesting.
Does that make sense? So say with me, I now receive.
I now receive.
I now receive support.
I now receive support.
Yeah.
I now receive support.
And you fumbled a little bit because it was like, hey, that's a new concept. So
I did.
Might be something
I now receive support.
Yeah.
I wish that everybody would write that down with me and just send it to each other, everybody on the call right now.
Absolutely.
So let's all repeat that. I now receive support.
And when you're putting your oils on in the morning, the oils become a vehicle of prayer. They actually become an amplifier of these affirmations and these prayers into your cells, into your body. So they actually help anchor a change, a positive vibrational shift and change. A lot of people who are experiencing adrenal fatigue, let's talk about the symptoms. So it's craving salt, craving sugar. But the reason they're craving sweet is because they're craving fruit with vitamin C, which is one of the number one nutrients for repairing adrenals, is the berries and the melons. So craving salt, craving sugar, dark circles under your eyes. The people with black, and I had these like 3 years ago when I had a startup company, and I totally reversed it. In addition to dark circles under your eyes, wired and tired. So you're tired in the middle of the day, but you're wired at night. You're like, why can't I go to sleep? It's because you're probably in stage 2 or 3 adrenal fatigue. In addition to wired and tired, there's also needing caffeine to get through the day. Coffee is not a good idea if you're experiencing adrenal fatigue. What you really need is berries and highly mineralized elixirs. You need to be putting an abundance of high nutrient dense berries and smoothies and elixirs and minerals and salt. You don't be putting all this stuff in your body to repair. You don't want to be using coffee to overstimulate, but sometimes people just get into that rut of, I'm so tired, I'll just use the coffee. But it's a false sense of security because eventually the coffee will stop working.
What kind of salt, Artemis?
So always a sun-dried pink salt. This is Premier Pink Salt. And the reason I recommend salt for the adrenals, and there's such a myth in our culture that salt causes high blood pressure. And that's true for table salt that's been heated to 1,000 degrees and has devoid of all minerals. If you're eating table salt, you're clogging up your pores in your lymphatic system. But if you're eating a good sun-dried pink salt, like Bolivian rose salt, Hawaiian Alea salt, Mediterranean sea salts, Celtic sea salts, this is a Premier Pink Salt. These are providing beneficial sodium, which supports the stomach for hydrochloric acid production. Also, a good salt helps balance and support sodium potassium levels, which is the adrenal's primary function. One of the primary functions of the adrenals is to regulate blood pressure. And you need sodium and potassium, salt and fruit every day to keep these glands really functioning at peak efficiency.
And what happens when we go to the medical doctor, sorry to interrupt you, is what? We have burnt out adrenals. They don't go to the adrenals. They put us on antidepressants and statins.
Yeah, which those drugs deplete our body of nutrients even more. You can look at the side effects, and they affect our nutrient absorption pathways. We don't, adrenal fatigue is not a deficiency of antidepressants. Adrenal fatigue is a deficiency of water and salt and vitamin C and vitamin B and minerals. So like, just from a nutritional perspective, we want to be bringing in good, high quality water. We want to be eating healthy salt every day in our smoothies, in our salads, in our salad dressings. We want to be taking B vitamins. If you're experiencing any of those symptoms, wired and tired, dark circles under your eyes, you need coffee to get through the day, you're craving salt, you want to be taking B vitamins too. And Young Living has a great one called Super B. Now, what's unique about this product is it's all natural source, so there's no synthetics, plus it's got nutmeg essential oil already inside of it. So if you're not up to taking your nutmeg internally yet, you can take a Young Living supplement, and they put nutmeg in the B because nutmeg synergistically works with B vitamins to support adrenal health. And you want to take one of these twice a day. You want to take it right when you wake up with your water and Ninctured. You also want to take another one in the afternoon until you start to feel normal again. And let's paint a picture. When your adrenals are healthy, this is what it looks like. First of all, it's easy for you to handle stress. You don't feel overwhelmed anymore. You feel like you can handle life. The responsibilities that life throws at you are easy. You're not burdened by life anymore. It's like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. When your adrenals are strong, you're hydrating better. You have peak energy between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. So instead of crashing in early afternoon, you're actually sustaining your energy levels. When your adrenals are healthy, you're tired at like 9:30 or 10. Now, there's other things we'll teach in the class today that will help that flow enhance, but you're not wired at night and tired in the day. Your energy is level in the day, and you're also going to sleep at a decent hour because you're tired. Your glands are functioning. When your adrenals are healthy, you have space in your life. So many of us are bogged down with information and technology. We're overwhelmed, we're overstimulated. And when you start to reprioritize your life and repair your glands, you start to take time for yourself. I am first. If you're a mother watching this, you become first. You start to take space and time for yourself, and you have these times throughout your day which it's me time. It's like, what do you do, Nikki, for your me time?
So part of my ritual that I do every day is I wake up at 6 a.m. And I have to get up that early because I start with journaling. So a good friend of mine gave me this awesome journal. It's called the 5-Minute Journal. And it's literally, I just go in there, I write down, I am grateful for, what would make today great, and daily affirmations. This is in the journal. I do this in the morning and at night. And then I do reflections. After the kids go to bed. So before in the morning when they're sleeping, I get up before them. And then I also, after they go to bed, I do another routine where I do the reflections of the day. I do a lot of journaling in the morning. It's my time to get centered and tell the day how I want it to go. And I do some visualization work. I do some breathing and meditating, and I diffuse oils. I breathe in oils. I take care of me. And this is just a practice that I started doing in the last about 5 months now. 5 months. So I do a lot of journaling. I love it. And then I also read. I read in the morning. Right now I'm reading What I Know for Sure by Oprah Winfrey. Got it from the library. It's good to get some positivity in my life. I love to breathe in Oprah and what she has to say, even though she has a ghostwriter that that wrote her book. But anyway, needless to say, it was a fantastic book. I'm pretty much done with it and on to the next. So I love to read.
Awesome. So what are the adrenal glands? The adrenal glands are probably the second most important glands to understand next to the pituitary and pineal glands. So like in the center of your brain, everyone touch your third eye right here. Directly behind this point is your hypothalamus, which is the limbic brain. Inside the limbic brain is your pituitary pineal gland. These are the master glands that regulate all the other glands in the body. The pituitary gland in the hypothalamus is directly stimulated by our sense of smell. So we can directly change the master gland of the body and stimulate the adrenals positively just by breathing in lavender in the morning or Endoflex in the morning. And you want to be intuitive with your oils. Use the ones that you're drawn to because the smell is appropriate, like just liking the smell and breathing it in. Beneath the pituitary gland is the adrenal glands, and your adrenals sit on top of the kidneys. And in Chinese medicine, they grouped both the kidneys and adrenals together, and they're called the seat of life. They hold Jing energy, which is your regenerative essence. So your ability to heal, your ability to reduce inflammation and balance inflammation, your ability to digest and assimilate your nutrients is all a function of your kidneys and adrenals. And so like when you think about healing, digesting, and assimilating, how important is that? That's all regulated by the adrenal glands, and they sit on top of the kidneys. So a lot of people who have weak kidneys have weak adrenals. And so like when we talk about water and salt and melons and berries and hydration, all of that energy that's nourishing kidney, guess what? It's also feeding the adrenals. The adrenals produce about 24 corticosteroids, and those corticosteroids from the adrenals are regulating assimilation of your minerals and nutrients. So nutritional deficiencies are often caused from weak adrenals. So when we think of symptoms of blood sugar imbalance, insulin imbalance, diabetes, hypertension, that all can be rooted in the adrenal glands because we're not properly utilizing our nutrients because the adrenals are weak. And so the adrenals control inflammation. They control utilization. They control our body's ability to heal. They control our blood pressure. The hormones that they produce and the neurotransmitters and the corticosteroids are so important really for feeling energy. Like look at, in addition to everything I just said about the adrenals, consider them like your battery. And when you have adrenal fatigue, you're out of juice and you haven't put the juice back in nutritionally or emotionally or mentally. So it's like when you have adrenal fatigue, you just feel like your battery's not recharging. You wake up tired. And so when you start doing the things we talk about in the class today, step by step, you just start adding one thing at a time. Like I'm going to start in the morning with oils, and then I'm going to add the sleep ritual, and then I'm going to add Ningxia. Keep in mind, we're giving you a lot of information today, and you don't need to do everything. You just want to take one or two things that you resonate with and add that. And it may be your morning ritual with the oils, or it may be your nighttime ritual that we'll teach in a minute. You just add one or two of these things, and as you start to do that, your battery goes from 0% to 10%. A week from now, you're at 20%. A month from now, you're at 50%. And then within a few months of doing these daily adrenal restoration practices, you've now recharged your battery. And so really what the adrenals are is your body's battery, because they regulate the metabolism of your sugars, your glucose and your fructose. And not so much fructose, but glucose. Fructose from fruits doesn't require insulin to enter the cell. So that's why melons and berries are great foods for breakfast. So using fruits for breakfast and getting lots of high vitamin C in your body in the morning can be another tool to really help with rebuilding the adrenals.
That has helped me, Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
The melon in the morning. As soon as we had that class, we talked about the melons in the morning. Man, has that really changed my life.
Yeah,
really.
Because our adrenal glands utilize most of the vitamin C is used by the adrenals to produce cortisol. And cortisol is a hip term in the online community. It's like, oh, if you want to keep your cortisol levels down. And that's true, except for the morning. When you wake up, your cortisol level rises and it wakes the body up. And then it should peak and then fall. The people who have adrenal fatigue are burning up their vitamin C stores and producing all of this cortisol from stress, primarily from mental and emotional stress. And then after about 6 months of that, then cortisol just plummets. And when that cortisol starts to plummet, that's when your battery's out, you're inflamed, you feel achy all over, your glands aren't regulating your inflammatory pathways anymore. So incorporating fruits for breakfast, particularly papaya, cantaloupe, all your berries, all your blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, doing berry and banana smoothies in the morning. Just get vitamin C from fruits, because guess what? Your best source of bioflavonoids and vitamin C is from the fruit kingdom. There's vegetable juices that do a pretty good job, but the fruits have all the bioflavonoids, and those bioflavonoids are needed for the assimilation of vitamin C. So start with the fruits, get lots of vitamin C in. Why do people have so much adrenal fatigue today? Well, you and I are voracious readers, and we love books and audios. And so I'm actually listening to one right now called The Heart Math Method. These resources we give on our classes are golden. Like, everyone who watches these classes should pick up Oprah Winfrey's book and get this audio, because these resources are golden. And Howard Martin reminded me that our world is moving faster and faster, not better and better. There's so much need for speed that we've forgotten the importance of stillness. We've forgotten the importance of spiritual practices, of meditation, of stillness, of quietness. And one of the reasons we're so adrenally fatigued as a culture is because we have this unconscious need for speed and we don't even know it. Stress has become our new normal. And you may not even know you're experiencing adrenal fatigue until you watch this class and you're like, it's not just get more water, salt, B vitamins, and vitamin C in your body. It's time to slow down. It's time to put yourself first. It's time to create a morning ritual, just like Nikki taught you, that tells the mind, I have space. When people are adrenal fatigued, they get obsessed with details. They start to get this tunnel vision, and they get like obsessive compulsive. And it's unconscious for most of them. They don't know that they're obsessive compulsive and focusing on all this stressed out part of their life. So when you start to change your world and slow down in the morning and give yourself space, that's starting your day right. So the reason we have so much adrenal fatigue is this need for speed. And now it's time to counterbalance that. We can't change technology, and we're not changing the smartphones and the tablets. That's just a part of life. What we can change is how we utilize these technologies. Technology is a wonderful student, but a dangerous master. We don't want our smartphones and computers and the need for speed to start controlling us, or we'll burn out. And that's just a fact. How do I know this? It happened to me. When I got into online marketing, I was like videos, webinars, emails over, and I had to start creating boundaries. I started time blocking. I started doing what you're doing in the morning. I didn't go to my technology. I went to me, and I put myself first. And I started putting my Indoflex on, and I started diffusing oils, and I started, looking at my goals in my dream book. And this is what I do every morning now. The first 30 minutes of my day, it's for me. And so when you create that space in your life and you redefine your priorities and you put yourself first, that's really the first step to healing your adrenals. It sounds so simple.
It is simple. It is simple. And, I have found that you have to have a bunch of different things to heal this, because it's not as easy as just, journaling and meditating and doing oils. It really isn't. You you really have to put some work and effort into healing this part of your life, healing your adrenals. And there's an emotional aspect, there's a body aspect, and there's a spiritual aspect to it. So you always have the mind, body, and spirit components into everything. And so with the adrenals, I always recommend going to see a chiropractor or a naturopath and getting on some sort of supplement as well. That's what I did. And I know that Young Living also has a supplement that I didn't know about until, is it MindWise?
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is a great product for supporting both the pituitary pineal gland and the adrenal glands.
Okay. So MindWise, this is something I didn't know about until just recently, but I was put on a wonderful adrenal supplement from Dr. Chris Hengesteg, who is local here in Poway in San Diego. And so I went to him and he put me on a bunch of different supplements, and that really started the healing process. And then now I have focused on with the oils and really doing what Artemis has taught me and incorporated that in my life. So it's not just, oh, you're going to just do the oils and you're going to be better.
Yeah.
You know, you really should reach out to Artemis or I, and the adrenals can be kind of tough, just like the thyroid is a tough one too. And
we should probably answer, why is that? Why are so many people challenged in fully restoring their glands? And it goes back to Chinese medicine and understanding the yin and the yang of nature, the contractive, expansive forces, the nature of the body's ability to self-heal. What I love about Chinese medicine, which is my background, is they understand the body's connection to nature, and they understood how the body self-heals. See, in Western medicine, they're not trained in nutrition or herbs or healing the body. They're trained in treating symptoms, but they don't understand causes. In ancient Chinese medicine, they understood the cause of weakness and disease in terms of yin and yang, which is male and female balance, the balance of hot and cold, of dry and moist. And so one of the things about weak adrenals and thyroid is that you literally dry up. And the candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Now that wax in your body's candle can take up to 18 months to 2 years to rebuild if you do everything we're teaching you in the right order. And the problem with people with adrenal fatigue or low thyroid is they're not getting the right information in the right order, and they don't fully comprehend how burned out they are. So if they're burning wick, they may not feel results for the first couple of months, but it doesn't mean stop doing what you're doing. Just identify what's going on in your body and that you need to put the wax back in your candle. And that doesn't happen overnight. It can take up to 18 months to 2 years. So that's why these glands take so much longer to rebuild. And then on top of that, we might have toxicity, acidosis, and genetic weaknesses. And so if you burned out the wax and you got some genetic weaknesses, guess what? That can be fixed too, because genetics just means memory of the cell. So guess what? We can change the memory of the cell by changing the environment around the cell. And that means more good nutrition, more living water, melons, berries, B vitamin supplements, Ningxia Red every day. Like, get your cells saturated with superfoods and super nutrients, and that will change your genetic expression if you do it for 1 to 2 years. And I'm talking like, really make a commitment to yourself today to do some of these things, particularly if you know you're burning wick. Not everybody is burning wick who's watching today, but some people, remember, the candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. And if you are that depleted, give yourself a year or more to really focus on the basics of repairing your glands by getting all of these steps in order. So I want to talk about like a daily flow. Let's do another prayer and a word of affirmation. Repeat after me, Nikki. I now surrender to the flow of my life.
I now surrender to the flow of my life.
I live my life in flow.
I live my life in flow.
And my life is for me.
My life is for me.
Touch your heart and say, I am first.
I am first.
I care for myself.
I care for myself.
I now surrender to the flow of my life.
I now surrender to the flow of my life.
Can you feel your body relaxing? It's cool. Yeah. Words are powerful. Like I teach conscious language all the time because these are prayers for the adrenals. What I'm giving you right now is specific for the adrenals. So you can take your lavender and your cedarwood oils, you mix them together in the palm of your hand, you rub them all over your head and neck, all over your kidneys, and you say these prayers as you're applying the oils every morning. I now surrender to the flow of my life. I live my life.
Surrender to the flow of my life.
My life is for me. I am first. I care for me. I am nourished. I receive my nourishment. See, people who are adrenal fatigued, they've stopped caring for themselves. They've depleted, they've overcared for others usually. So now is the time to get in flow, to have yourself first, put yourself first. We prioritize. Your first hour of the day is for you. And even if you have a newborn baby or children, you fit it in. You put your oils on while you're holding your baby. You know, you just make it work, because I am first is how we heal everything.
Yeah, and I'm a mother of two, and I can honestly say that I haven't put myself first in years.
Yeah.
Really?
You can do that even with family. It just requires a shift of mindset. Mm-hmm. So the flow exercise is you wake up in the morning and you drink a half a liter to a liter of water with a pinch of salt and a couple drops of lemon. This is my favorite oil, jade lemon. It's got a brighter
jade lemon. What's the difference?
Jade lemon is Citrus formonensis from China, whereas the regular lemon in the yellow bottle is Citrus limon, and that's like a Florida type lemon. The jade lemon is a Chinese organic source of lemons, and it has a brighter, crisper taste. I just like the way it tastes better. It's also really good in your green smoothies and your fruit and vegetable smoothies. So wake up, water with lemon. Next, put on your Endoflex. Take your Endoflex blend and just massage it on the kidneys. I create life-giving partnerships, or I surrender to the flow of my life. Any one of those prayers are going to work. Remember, the oils are a vehicle of prayer. They amplify the words as they enter the limbic brain and the chakra of the body. So the oils are driving in these prayers, and they're literally reprogramming your DNA. If you feel the words deeply enough as you put these oils on first thing in the morning, it's setting the tone for your day. It's such a powerful practice. After you apply your Endoflex, you get your diffuser going. Now, this diffuser comes free when you join Young Living, and we'll share more about that in a sec. So you get your diffuser going. You put peppermint or lavender or frankincense and lemon. You're diffusing frankincense and lemon right now.
Yes, I am.
I love those two oils together. So you get your diffuser going, and then you do anything that Nikki recommended. You read a little bit, you write in your journal. You can go for a walk. A morning walk is really important, because when you're healing your adrenals, you need space. You need to be able to see far and wide. You need to be able to see nature. You need to be able to receive the breath of life in nature. Because the chi of the breath of life and the chi of nature is supporting the healing of this process. And that should be about the first 30 minutes of your day. Then when you go to the kitchen to have breakfast, the first thing you do is Ningxia Red. Now this comes in your starter kit. You get two 2-ounce samples of Ningxia Red. And Ningxia Red is a blend of 6 superfoods. Remember, the berries have the most nutrients for the glands. And so this is goji berry, plum, aronia berry, blueberry, cherry, pomegranate. And what's most important about this is the Ningxia goji berry, or what's called the wolfberry. And it's the #1 Chinese tonic herb. It has 21 essential minerals, 18 amino acids, and this berry in this formula is the #1 herb for kidney in Chinese medicine. It nourishes kidney yin, liver yin, and lung yin. And when you drink this every day, it's feeding the kidneys. And we know the adrenals sit on top of the kidneys. So after you do your 30-minute morning flow, you have some Ningxia Red. Now let's supercharge it. 1 drop of nutmeg, a couple drops of lime, a couple drops of citrus fresh. Supercharge your Ningxia Red with more essential oils to get more of their digestive supporting properties in your body. After you do the Ningxia Red, then have a melon for breakfast or a fruit smoothie, lots of berries. You know, go to Costco, get you bags of frozen berries, and stock up on your berries, fresh or frozen. Frozen's okay. You know, remember, frozen berries are picked at the peak of ripeness, and they're flash frozen, individually cooked frozen, so the nutrients are mostly intact. You're just losing a little bit of enzyme content, but all your minerals are still there. Many of your amino acids and your antioxidants are still good in the frozen kingdom. So get melons and berries for breakfast, and that's your morning flow. You know, you hydrate, you mineralize, you start with your oils, you get your diffuser going, you drink your Ningxia Red, you have your fruits for breakfast. Then you also, optional would be add one super B. Take B vitamins. And
so
if you're
the B vitamin, that one comes in pill form.
Yes. So the super B comes in a very easy to digest yellow pill. Now the super B already has nutmeg in it. So if you're taking this, you may not need the nutmeg in your Ningxia Red.
Is that a chewable?
No, you swallow it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There is a chewable version, but I prefer this one just because it's more cost effective. It's more economical. So you might add a super B. Now, after breakfast, you go about your day, you do your work, you go to your job, you do your family. In the afternoon, when you're going into an adrenal crash or a low energy point, how do you pick your energy up? Peppermint oil is a wonderful oil for the afternoon. So you can put 1 drop of peppermint to boost your digestion, energy, and water. Now remember, when you're drinking your essential oils, always glass, never plastic, because essential oils dissolve plastic. So put a drop of peppermint oil, drink it between 12 and 3 p.m. Also, take the peppermint, because sometimes you'll experience brain fog with adrenal fatigue. A lot of people get foggy. And that's one of the symptoms I left out, but that's a very common symptom. Peppermint clears brain fog. You just take 3 drops in the left hand, rub it in the neck. 3 drops in the right hand, rub it in the neck. You can heal and seal with some V6 massage oil. And then take the peppermint, do some deep breathing with it, and it literally wipes the fog away. You get your energy right back. Your mental clarity comes right back. You want to put a diffuser at your desk, a diffuser at your home office, and a diffuser in your bedroom. You want to be diffusing peppermint, clarity, RC blend. RC is a great blend for bringing energy and oxygenation to the lungs. So in the afternoon, peppermint boosts energy. Also, another shot of Ningxia Red. So many of our members in our Young Living organization swear by this for energy. Why? Because it's giving you 18 amino acids, 21 essential minerals in liquid form with essential oils installed. There's 4 citrus oils inside Ningxia Red. So to have another shot of Ningxia Red in the afternoon, it'll give you energy because it's providing you building blocks, minerals. Now that you've done this morning flow and afternoon flow, you might be really stressed out in the afternoon. You might have just taken on too much information or had a really busy, hectic day. So take a couple drops of lavender and cedarwood between 3 and 5. Like when you're getting off work or before you're gonna start dinner, just do a reset. A couple drops of lavender and cedarwood, a couple drops of frankincense, just rub it in your hands, breathe it in. Give yourself permission to nurture yourself in the afternoon. Do an afternoon essential oil treatment. Set a reminder in your phone, like Siri, remind me to rub oils on myself every day at 3 p.m. And let Siri remind you. She'll be like your assistant.
That's what I found on the web for myself every day at 3 p.m.
That's Siri reminding me. So let Siri remind you to lavish yourself in essential oils in the afternoon. Give yourself that love, that nourishment. In the evening time, and this is very important, use essential oils in your diffuser and diffuse lavender or orange and lavender or cedarwood. And then also you can do an evening ritual. What I like to do in the evening is I like to put oils on my feet. Now massaging the oils in your feet go to every cell in your body. So the feet have the largest pores. So you can put 3 drops of lavender each foot, 3 drops of cedarwood. If you've got kids, rub their feet, rub their heart, put some oils on their scalp, and just have a nighty-night ritual. And this is so important if you're healing your adrenals because with cedarwood is high in sesquiterpenols. It passes the blood-brain barrier, it oxygenates the pineal gland, and it helps naturally support hypothalamus and serotonin balance and melatonin balance in the brain. So a lot of people with adrenal fatigue, they're not sleeping well. And if you're not sleeping well, guess what? You're not recharging your glands because you need deep sleep to do that. So we want to be using the parasympathetic essential oils, Peace and Calming 2, Lavender, Cedarwood, Frankincense. Those are my top 4 oils: Lavender, Cedarwood, Frankincense, Peace and Calming 2. Those are usually in stock oils. Some of the other oils are out of stock sometimes. So use those 4 oils. They're always going to be in stock because they're very abundant on the earth. And rub your feet, rub your scalp. And that's your daily flow to repair your adrenals. Everything I just said there. Now that daily flow is also in the bonus PDF that I emailed out to everybody. So what I just said there, it's in your PDF. So you don't have to like memorize everything I just said. It's in the email you got when you join the webinar. Print it out, post it on your fridge, follow it. It works.
Yes.
Works. Yeah.
Thank you. So I took a whole slew of notes while you were talking. You know, I can always go back and listen to this class, but I hope that everybody was able to get some really powerful value in what Artemis just said, because there was some really amazing nuggets that you're not going to get very anywhere else, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
you're like 15 books rolled into one. One class.
So I have a special announcement for you. I haven't told you this yet, but I'm going to start doing some Facebook live streams on emotional alchemy with essential oils. So every week on Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to do 10-minute classes on using essential oils for emotional healing. I know a lot about the physical body, but I know even more about healing the subconscious mind and reprogramming ourselves for health and success. So I'm going to start doing some Facebook live streams. So just find me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Don't friend me on Facebook. I don't take friends on Facebook, but follow me on Facebook. Oh. And that way you can get...
Well, I'm your friend, Artemis.
Well, yeah, but you're special. I'm very selective in who I friend on Facebook.
Oh, okay, good.
And it's just my boundary. It's like, you know, I don't take on 5,000 friends and then cap my limit. Like I take on friends who I partner with.
And so you'll be able to let us know when you're going to have this, so I can share it. I can share it on Facebook, and then
absolutely, you can share.
I do, however, accept friends on mine.
Good. Yeah, so just you want to follow me, not friend me, because a lot of people friend me and they wonder like, why aren't they getting my posts? Is because you need to follow me. Mm-hmm. So that's a special announcement, and also get your starter kit. If you're not a member of Young Living, join with Nikki and myself, because you're going to get, first of all, an amazing value. It's 11 bottles of essential oils, and the diffuser is actually a free gift. So it's $160 for 5 singles and 6 blends. And the singles are lemon, copaiba, peppermint, and lavender, and frankincense. And then the blends are Thieves, RC, Pan Away, Purification, and Stress Away. And Stress Away is another great oil for nighty-night diffusion and rubbing on your feet. In the back of the box, you get 2 samples Nix Red, bottle of Stress Away, some samples, empty sample bottles. And we have a very special bonus for everyone who wants to join right now. So for our fast action takers, for the people who are really ready to get started, within the next 24 hours, you're going to get a free coaching session from me for 30 minutes. That's $150 value. I'm a good coach. I love what I do. And so for those of you who want to get your kit, I'm going to gift you 30 minutes coaching to answer your questions and get you started right with specific prayers, affirmations, supplements, things that are going to help you and help you really get started right with Young Living. In addition to a 30-minute coaching session, you also get my 21-day online e-course. So I'm going to do a quick screen share and show you the e-course. And so here is our 21-day e-course right here. And you're going to get access to this free training. And this is over 15 videos, 3 emails, 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week, teaching you every oil in the starter kit and how to use every oil. So this is a $197 value. This took 6 months for us to film, and it's an amazing, amazing product. So you get 30 minutes of free coaching. You get the 21-day e-course. And you get this amazing starter kit that gives you wholesale access to the other products we mentioned, like Ningxia Red and MindWise and the Super B. So once you join Young Living at $160, you get wholesale membership for the rest of your life. And that gives you 24% off all the products. And so that's how you join and get started. And then you get time with me and more education. I mean, it's like, we're on a mission, Nikki, to touch 1 million women and families in dynamic health through living foods and living oils. And it's time to educate our women and help them heal their adrenals.
That's right. Really, so I joined. So now I am really starting to become very active in Young Living and creating value in people's lives with the oils. So Artemis, can we show them how to get their kit so that they're not confused once they get to the page?
Yeah. So you're going to use a bit.ly link, and it's bit.ly/join with Nikki J. That's JOINWITHNIKKIJ, the letter J. So bit.ly/join with Nikki J. And when they click that link, it's going to take them to the enrollment page. And the enrollment page looks like this. So it's going to take them to a page, and they're going to be joining as a wholesale member. And then here's your sponsor enroller, and they're going to click continue. After you click continue, it takes you to, there's you, Nikki Jencen. Click continue. It's going to take them to the choice of their diffusers. So pay attention here, because this is really cool. This is the diffuser you get free, the Dewdrop or the home diffuser. So these come free with